chains. They mark it at the 29.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here we go. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. Fighting off the defender. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Panthers! Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. Found a seam on the left. He's at the 40. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic, and what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game. Receivers, I can try to take out of the game. Quarterback always touching the football, and when he can do this, good luck stopping him. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On the run, it's Callaway. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there. And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score. And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Sets up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's busted. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback if you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He wants to change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He's got him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the single back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Lindsey. Caught near the sticks, it's Boston. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw again. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to...
Touchdown, Georgia State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
Georgia State, 14. Alabama, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He got it. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Using the quick game. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Georgia State jumps back to the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Coffee. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Zings it complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
A strike downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They get to the line quickly. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's busted. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Oh, they're after him. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Georgia State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connor. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grab near the marker. It's Jolly. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, running back on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
To the air, it's Lindsey. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finds his man. It's Connor. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Immediately fires to the middle. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, no cue.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now on second down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Got his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here we go. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Jolly. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. Turning it on! He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big...